we now know the difference between growth and development, but since we all follow certain laws or principles of development, and all of us have a particular genetic blueprint, we all develop in a same way, being humans. But then, how come we are all so different from each other? How come we are also individualistic? So, good evening and welcome. Today's video is about factors influencing development. When we look around ourselves, we see that each person is very different in their physical traits. Some are tall, some are short, some are dark skinned, some are light skinned. And in their psychological traits as well, each one is different from each other. Some are cheerful and talkative, some are very quiet and introverted. So, how come? What makes all of us so individualistic, so different from each other? The answer lies in factors which influence development, which is heredity or nature and environment or nurture. So, there has always been this debate with nature versus nurture. So, what is heredity? It is something that we inherit from our parents. The genes from parents are in codes, and there are thousands of genes, and these combine differently, and this results in variety in human characteristics and behavior. That's why each one of us are very unique and individualistic. Genotype is something which is a total genetic makeup that we have inherited from our parents. The human genetic blueprint ensures that the human embryo grows into the human baby and not any other species. So the phenotype is something which is a visible expression of the genotype. It includes physical traits like our height, weight, body structure, and so on. It also includes our psychological traits, which is attitude, aptitude, intelligence levels, and so on. Now, what is important is these traits are shaped by both nature and nurture, that is, both heredity and environment. So, what exactly or how exactly does environment influence our development? So, environmental influences play a very important role in shaping our development. A child who is genetically inclined to be shy can become more outgoing when raised in a highly social environment, isn't it? So, environment is nothing but our physical and social surroundings, our culture, our historical context, what all experiences happen to us in our lifespan, what all opportunities we come across and uh, make use of those opportunities in our lifetime. All these are form of a part of the environment in which we grow. So, on the contrary, when I said a child who is genetically inclined to be shy becomes more outgoing when raised in a highly social environment, on the contrary, now genes set limits. So, a person with genes for short height can't grow extremely tall, even with excellent nutrition. You can hear swimming coaches, parents often come to send their children for swimming and they ask the coach, I want my child to grow very tall. But the coach always says that I will coach the child to swim well, but then within the genes that the child has, to the ability of the child to grow up to a certain height. I can ensure only that much. With swimming, I can't say that the child will grow taller than what uh, the genes are, the height for the child to grow, right? So, genes set the age range and the environment influences development within that range. But both heredity or nature and environment or nurture, both are important for our development. You can't rule out and say that um, environment is more important than heredity. So, environment influences development in more than one way. Parents influence our development by providing the genes and also creating the environment. For example, parents who themselves have a genetic inclination towards reading, who like to be knowledgeable. So, these kind of parents who are book loving often raise children who enjoy reading. They give them provide the environment in which the child can read a lot of books. So, the child's response also influences the response from parents and teachers. Most often, cooperative, attentive children receive more positive responses, and this reinforces the same cooperative uh, behavior of the child. The children usually choose environments matching their abilities. Usually, children who like music seek musical environment where that um, hobby or talent in them is encouraged. Similarly, children who are into sports seek environments where they are given opportunity for involving themselves in sports. So, in this way, it is a very active and dynamic process. It's not a passive process, the environment influencing the development of a child. So, both are equally important. The mm, genes or heredity as well as environment, both are important for the development of a child as well as an adult. The environment in which we are, our office or our home environment also influences our behavior and attitudes. And as you know, development is something qualitative. It's a qualitative change in our attitudes and behavior. So this is what the video is about. The influence of nature and nurture on development. So until the next video, thank you. Bye bye.